A pleasure to meet y'all at last. And right now it's been exactly 1 week since I even went ahead to make another vlog, based on my current status on all of my work I'm doing on my channel. Well, on the topic of what I'm doing for my channel, regardless of what software I have or if I have anything at all to begin with, I have actually been able to upload the other two parts to the Of a Kind vlog trilogy that I made within the last couple of weeks. And so, since that part's pretty much just taken care of from the get-go, I can at least consider that part done. Whereas everything else, probably not so much. Because of course, I still don't have the kind of software I'm going to need to take care of it all. Right now it is June 20th of 2019. You heard me right. June 20th. Exactly 1 week after the last time I ended up creating a vlog that showcased what has been going on within the last few weeks. I mean, ever since the start of June, just some time ago, that was really when things just started to spiral out of control. And I really have to say for myself that it was just such a mistake that I had made. It caused my software to go awry, and now I'm just sitting here like a sitting duck, not doing anything at all for my channel. Which, it's just a huge spike on in productivity, counterproductivity. It's just so awful right now. But regardless of all of this, to be fair, I do have my software right about now, and I do have a lot more content coming our way. And a lot of content. I'm saying the Gaming with Kaiji Force Neo episodes, Hot Wheels Hilarity episodes, both special delivery and original, and so on and so forth. Well, I already took care of the Of a Kind trilogy of vlogs just a few days ago on the 15th and 16th of June, so I could consider that part all done, but everything else, of course, I might just be way behind than when I originally expected to have everything done. So, once again, I'm going to have to push everything back. Even that full LP album of mine that I plan to have released today here on June 20th of 2019, it's also not going to be released today. So, anything else that I got here alongside everything else I've already described as to when I actually wanted to have everything done for a certain date here in 2019, Gaming with Kaiji Force Neo Season 3 and Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 2, those are the only things that have been really holding me back for some time, and I've really been trying my best to get them all done, but because of this incident that took place that just rendered my software unable to be used at any time, it almost seems like I'm going to have to buy a new computer, and feeling that that's the case now, I just might have to do that within the next 2 years or so. But because my Asus laptop is a 2016 model with an Intel Core i3 processor, and despite the fact that it has itself a 1 terabyte storage drive on it with a, well, I can't really tell for sure because it has both an operating system storage space and a data storage space, so it both adds up to almost 1,000 gigabytes or 1 whole terabyte. So in a way, it does really mean that I'm able to keep a lot of stuff on my laptop itself at all times, but in a cinch, I can't really be sure of it all. So it's going to be a bit hard for me to at least try to figure out what the heck has been going on, besides the fact that I've already figured out that Magix Movie Editor Pro 2016 is no longer going to operate under any term of mine that I put in. So it's pretty much the end of that. If I do ever find a new laptop, it might be my only hope of bringing back Magix Movie Editor Pro 2016. But, of course, I am going to find out just how well Sony Vegas Movie Studio 14 Platinum is going to handle. And if it does work well, then I can consider myself back in business. But for now, though, I really just want to do whatever it takes to really get my stuff done here on my channel. Because after all, there will be another season of every other piece of content of mine that I got. But let's not forget the documentary for Nerf Secrets Revealed that I plan to have on May 30th just had to be pushed somewhere around June, and now that it's almost the end of June, it's like the third of June, I'm gonna have to push it again if I have to. But I've already gathered up a lot of footage, and I almost feel like I'm pretty much almost done with all of it. The only things that I would have to do is to just put everything together in the software and just record voiceovers and add some music and probably some other effects, including title screens. So that would pretty much just be about it. But other than all of that, I feel like I've got this all covered. Because June 21st and onwards, it's really going to be a heck of a time for me to really just start looking forward to whatever new content is going to lie abroad and wide from here. So, of course, Gaming with Kaiju Force Neil is also going to be expanded upon with new games, but again, this is just something of mine that it's going to be a consideration and not just a full-on choice of mine that I would end up making on my own terms. But then again, because of all the other games that I've been playing this last year or two, it's really been a heck of a time, but I almost feel like it's time for me to move on to other titles, to other games in general. So this way, Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo just has an extent on variety. And variety is a key factor that is going to play into the growth of popularity of whatever content of mine that I make here on my channel. But I'd also like to point out right away that in spite of the fact that I made such a horrible mistake, just simply deleting certain files from Magix Movie Ed Pro 2016, thinking those were just junk files, and that just somehow causes the installation files on them to become damaged, and therefore the software itself will not work anymore. But once again, if I ever do give myself another laptop, probably upgraded to an i7 or even an i9 processor from Intel Core, then I feel like it's just about a cinch that I could end up purchasing brand new software, simply because of how I already explained how I couldn't get Sony Vegas Movie Studio 16 Platinum simply because its minimum system requirements required a 2.5 gigahertz processor, along with, well, some other factors that my Asus X555 laptop did not have in it. So I had to get an older version of Sony Vegas Studio Platinum Edition simply because of this factor. So I do honestly feel like it's a better choice to just simply go along with an older piece of software rather than to just go with nothing at all. So it really just helps me out to figure out just how well any of the kind of software that I get so far is really going to help me out with all of my work. I probably should also think about expanding upon the kind of content that I have in general on my channel. Probably add some new programs to my channel, because after all, with such other pieces of content of mine that I had, including the Vlogathon and Why Is That from last fall, I really feel like it would just be something of mine that I should consider. But for the moment, Nerf Secrets Revealed, Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, and Hot Wheels Hilarity, along with vlogs, challenges, and even all of my work on music, all of the take-ons that I made with Magix Music Maker, those are all just mainstream pieces of content of mine that I offer on my channel for everyone out there to see. So, but it's another consideration of mine that I'm probably willing to take at this point, because after all, Why Is That and other pieces of content like that, I've really been doing so well at those. There were so much questions of mine that I got on Why Is That, it almost overwhelmed me there for a second, because I had no idea I would get those comments on. But I probably should also mention right away that by now you probably would have noticed that there aren't any more comments written on any of those episodes of Why Is That. And if you actually look back as far as August of 2018, all the way up to the end of November of 2018, when Why Is That was pretty much at its peak condition, then you'll see for yourself that every episode in the comments section, it's all empty. All of the comment sections in all of the episodes of Why Is That from August to November of 2018, they're all empty. And I probably cannot blame all of the people out there who decided to just ask me questions to answer on Why Is That, for deleting their comments, or even worse, just pulling the plug on their channels overall just to avoid embarrassment or whatnot. It's not like I'm actually going ahead to try to embarrass anybody like that, but I'm actually more than just dead serious at this point, because I am not what people would think as the enemy here. Korea is the enemy. Many people out there are the enemy. I mean, even Deji Olajadeb, aka Comedy Shorts Gamer, although Deji is no longer known as Comedy Shorts Gamer on YouTube anymore, Deji's also an enemy. Because if you don't remember the Armin Izadi case, where apparently Armin was suing Deji for some odd reason from the Logan and Jake Paul event. I mean, that's a story that took place a whole year ago, but by now it's probably gotten more serious than it should have been. And I should probably also say right now, it's been about 11 minutes since I started recording this vlog, but throughout this whole week, I've been really trying to get a hand at trying to see how well I can do without software of any kind. But as it turns out, most of the times the quality on my videos are just not ending up as well as they should be. Although I probably should state that just using my phone as a way to record my vlogs over these last couple of weeks, within the last 3 or 4 videos that I made, just the use of the phone overall, and then just uploading the videos directly to YouTube, just like that, it's actually not at all bad. The way I've seen it right now, it does render quality options up to 1080p, just like what I'd normally do with any of the videos of mine that I make. So I feel like that's a good way to go. That's probably the only fairness factor I could probably play onto this option of mine, where I'd have to go on ahead and just upload a vlog that way. But the original way that I'd just do it would just be to simply record the vlog, then have it edited a bit, including adding in the fading effects, and then just cutting over to an outro of mine that I made myself, which just included a picture of me with a cap, just tipping my head off, and then just having it say, check out these other great videos. But you know, it probably seems pretty outdated by now, because it was, after all, created using MS Paint original and not even 3D. I mean, that's just how bad it seems to be for me right now. But right now, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just cut myself off, because right now what I'm expecting to do is that I'm expecting to figure out how well not Magix, that doesn't even work anymore, how well Sony Vegas Studio 14 Platinum is going to work for me. If it does work, then expect a lot more content of mine to come around, including more Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo episodes. That is, the episodes that will include Minecraft on it. There's going to be a lot of Minecraft episodes for Season 3 of Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, and I feel like that will also conclude this season. Minecraft will be the last game I'll play for Season 3, so probably don't expect much of any other games to come out after that. But for Season 4, I'm really hoping to do much better for Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, to really play as much as I possibly can throughout the whole summer of 2019, even though that would kind of just sacrifice my want to explore out in the wilderness and enjoy the fresh air. But once again, a job is a job, and I have to take charge. And it's just something that people have to do in their daily lives anyway. They have to work for a living. And considering the fact that I do have other jobs out there, I can't really say that I should be the one to blame for just having multiple jobs in the first place, because a lot of people would have to do something like that anyways. But anyways, for right now, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to see if Sony Vegas Studio 14 Platinum is going to work well. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.